Steve, the start to this game was part of a trend of some struggling for your starters in the first quarter. What did you think when you saw the team get down into a 19-2 hole?
Yeah, it was tough. I mean, Utah came out on fire. They executed their offense beautifully. We weren't rotating well, but they really spaced us out. And 14-0, before you knew it, and like you said, 19-2. So it was a rough go out there, and we climbed back in it. Our second group did a good job getting back in it, but obviously it was not our night.
ESPN kind of uncovered a stat about Steph in that starting lineup. His usage rate, is significantly lower in that lineup. Why do you think that is? And is that an issue if he's just used a lot less in a particular lineup?
Well, I think, there's a lot that goes into all that. We see all the numbers and all the combinations, and there's plenty of theories that we could talk about, but I'm going to leave that for you guys to assess and figure out. We talk about everything internally, obviously as a coaching staff, and we're well aware of combinations that are working, that aren't, well aware of Steph's usage rate. So, as I've said to you guys, it's going to take us 20 games to figure out where we really want to be with our rotation. And we're at 16 now, and I think we're getting a pretty good look at everything. And we've just had 2 bad losses in a row. We've got to assess everything, no doubt.
You've been pretty firm that doesn't include the starting lineup. Would you now say it does?
What I've been firm about is the main thing I've been firm about is that we're a team that has just been put together we're a team with a lot of moving parts. We just played a team that's been together for years, and you see how important continuity is. And we don't have any continuity on this team, and I think that has been apparent, throughout the early part of the season. We have our moments, but we have to continue to try to build something that we can rely on night after night. And the main thing is our defense. We have to be playing with energy and focus, and we got to get after it at that end of the floor. But there's no doubt that we have to assess everything as a staff, as an organization. How we're looking at this season, what our goals are. Everything is up for adjustments.
Coach Chris Alvarez from ABC7. It was hard to hear on the broadcast, but what was the sound like in the arena, even though it was on the road when Steph actually broke the record or got in second place?
I didn't even notice.
Okay.
I don't notice that kind of stuff, but I'm sure Steph would have preferred doing it in a more consequential game.
Sure.
Hey, Steve, it seems like you guys were getting a lot of mid-range shots or kind of forced into those looks throughout the game. How much of that was just Rudy Gobert's presence in the paint?
Well, I think the most disappointing aspect of this game, Wes, and the last game is the number of times we did not move the ball on to the other side of the floor. We're getting it, attacking a closeout, 1-2 dribbles, or maybe we're in our offense. We turn the corner and everybody's looking to shoot. The ball's got to move. We have always preached ball movement here. I was very proud of the young guys in the fourth quarter. Nico came in, had 4 assists in about 8 minutes, and ball started to hop. Juan Toscano Anderson, does a good job of moving the ball. We've got to understand that, especially when you're playing against Mitchell Robinson or Rudy Gobert, you've got to look to get the ball swung. You can't just keep attacking a shot blocker or pulling up for mid-range shots. Got to be drive and kick. That's the name of the game.
Steve, what elements are hardest to be patient about right now?
Well, everything, Monty. I mean, we want to establish something. We think we're good enough to compete and play at a high level, and we've had those moments this year. But as Bill Parcells once said, you are what your record says you are. We're a 500 team. And so the frustration the last couple nights has been our defense and the ball sticking. And so, my job as head coach and our job as a staff is to figure out, is this the direction we're going to stay on, or do we want to make some changes and rotationally and take a different course? But as I said, there's a lot of moving parts with our group. The one thing I will say is that we have great guys, and I love coaching them every day. They are all committed to the team, to each other. And so I have great faith that we are going to bounce back. We'll come back into Chase on Monday. We've got a game Monday, game Wednesday. Very confident in our guys' character and their competitiveness. So we'll bounce back.